Big one-way field scrambling. Trying to cut it back. Justin Fields making magic happen. DeMar DeRozan delivers. And a Wagner. DeRozan.
Watch your head on Kiki.
Yo, what it do, Chicago? Welcome back to the channel On The Go Chicago Sports, where we talk all things Chicago sports and sports in general. It's your boy Mike B. Back to talk some NBA. This is not going to be a Chicago Bulls episode. I'm going to discuss all of the good news. Well, not good news for us, but good news around the league in this crazy offseason that kicked off today with a few trades, a few players opting out of their deals. We're gonna talk about all that, but first, I got a breaking news from my man's Zach LaVine. He just told me that he's going to re-up with the Bulls tomorrow for the max. So he told me to tell you guys, chill out, Bulls Nation. Zach is coming home. So yeah, Zach LaVine with the smile on his face, the $210 million man. Let's get into some topic at hand. First trade we have between the Detroit and the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks sent out Nerlens Noel and Alec Burks to the Detroit Pistons, trying to make room to sign their free agent target, Jalen Brunson. So the Knicks going to Knicks, man. I think for the Knicks, that's going to be a good move for them. That team still will not scare me if they were to acquire Jalen Brunson. Maybe RJ can be that alpha, that number one for them, but I know Julius Randle, from what I seen last season, I don't think he's that guy, that number one guy from them. I don't believe Jalen Brunson will be that number one guy for New York. So hopefully RJ is that guy. I would hate the New York Knicks to keep repeating the same process, just throwing money out to these free agency and hoping they come in and do some things. They just gave $70 million to Evan Fournier last season. And I'm curious to see if they don't get Jalen Brunson, what is option number two? Because you traded away a few depth pieces, and Alec Burks and Noel, both of those guys was great defenders and really paid a key contribute to this Knicks team the last 2 years. So I'm curious to see what's option number two behind if Jalen Brunson don't work. Next trade was between the Denver Nuggets and Washington Wizards. Denver Nuggets sent out Will Barton and Monte Moore to the Wizards for KCP and Ish Smith, who I believe will be on team number 13 or 14. I like both trades for both teams. Denver get another 3-and-D player to help out on the wing, and KCP and Ish Smith is not something to scoff at. Even though you could say a journeyman, but every team he been on, he contribute. He gave buckets. I know firsthand because I seen him give the Bulls buckets last season. And for the Washington Wizards had a thing, I like Will Barnes, another nice addition, a guy who could defend too and knock down the open three. I think Monte Morris is an underrated point guard in this league. He haven't really had the chance to be a full-time starter, but I think the times that he have started the game, he played really well, even played really well coming off the bench. So I think if they want to go that way and have him being the starting point guard, I would not be mad at that idea. The Wizards been searching for a point guard for the longest since Russell Westbrook. So I like it for both teams. The Atlanta Hawks sent out 3 future first-round picks and Gallinari to the Spurs for All-Star Dejountemurray. I know I've seen a lot of rumors for Murray, but I didn't think the Spurs would pull the trigger. I like the young pieces the Spurs have, Vassell, Johnson, Murray. I thought they was really maybe 2 years away from actually competing for a play-in or possible playoff spot. I think with trading Murray now, you taking 2 more steps back. That a rebuild is kind of got even more longer. I'm curious to see how long Pop is going to stay with this Spurs team. So I really, this really caught me, left field. But for the Hawks side of the thing, I think I like what they getting in Murray. A great defender next to Trae Young, excellent playmaker, great, can get the buckets, got better at the three point shot. My only concern is both of those guys are not even close to being 200 pounds, so that is a small backcourt. I know Murray is 6'4", 6'5", so I'm curious to see how they're gonna compete with the bigger backcourts in the league. Both of those guys are 2 ball dominant point guards. I've never really seen Murray play the 2. I'm not gonna say it can't work, but I'm curious to see how it's going to work. But I think Murray, as the player, the Hawks, of course, won this trade. I think they got the better player. The only thing is how it's going to fit together. And I still think they got another move to make in John Collins. And what if they traded for Murray to get more ammunition to go out and get a Donovan Mitchell? Maybe I think a Murray and a Collins or a Kevin Huerter can get you Donovan Mitchell. That's 3 young players. Maybe the Jazz look at that deal and say, okay, maybe that's probably the best deal we can get. We get a stud point guard in Murray. We get a shooter in Huerter, and we get a forward to go next to Rudy Gobert. Maybe we can still compete for a play-in. So maybe that's a long shot, because I think Trey just tweeted out that he's excited to play with Murray. So maybe that's a long shot, but I'm just thinking of another idea the Hawks can do. I do believe they're going to move off of John Collins. So yeah, I do believe they got another move to make. So let's go to the players that, before we get up out of here, that opt out of their contract. Patty Mills opt out of his contract. He could return to the Spurs. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a lot of suitors waiting to, get his service. James Harden opt out of his $47 million deal. I do believe he will return to the Sixers on a short-term deal, maybe $35 million, because I know they're going to want to have room to sign PJ Tucker on his 3-year, $30 million deal. Bradley Beal opt out of his contract. I know he probably wants that max deal from the Washington Wizards for $250. I don't think he will leave that on the table to go sign elsewhere. Bobby Portis opt out of his contract. I would love to see him back with the Bulls. Mo Bamba officially has been a free agent. He's been rumored to have interest for the Raptors, my Bulls, and a few other teams. So I'm keeping an eye on Mo Bamba. Hartenstein has been another rumor for this Bulls team to play backup bigs. Mitchell Robinson, I think he's been linked that he's going back to New York Knicks. So those are a couple of players that kind of opt out of their deal. Another name is Dante DiVincenzo. Opt out of his deal was with the Sacramento Kings. That's a guy I'm curious to see what's his market going to be. I think he'd be a nice fit on this Bulls team as a knockdown shooter. So I'm keeping my eyes on that and seeing what the market is for him. And I think that's pretty much everything that went on today, as I can see in my notes. Yes, that's everything that went on today. So, and the LA Clippers extending Zubac on a $33 million extension. So that's all that went on today. Today was a busy day, but tomorrow gonna be even busier. I can't wait to see what my Bulls do tomorrow. I can't wait to see what the rest of the league do. I love this time of day. Content gonna be coming out like hotcakes. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'm telling you, man, content gonna be flowing like crazy. Next thing you know, we going into the summer league, and then pretty soon we going into Bears season. So yeah, make sure you guys hit that sub button, because I know I have not been really dropping Bears content, but Bears content will be coming soon for sure. So that's all I got for you guys, man. Make sure you comment below what you think about these moves, these trades. I will be down there commenting, chatting with you guys. Make sure you guys stay safe and stay blessed. Catch y'all on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go Chicago Sports with me. It's your boy Mike B. I'm out.